Welcome to West Alabama Weather's first ever weather video. My name is Andrew Stovall. If you didn't know, West Alabama Weather covers Marion County, Winston County, Lamar County, Fayette County, Walker County, Pickens County, and Tuscaloosa County in the state of Alabama. Today is the last day of 2021. Tomorrow is the first day of 2022. And in between that time, we will probably see some strong, severe storms and maybe some snow. So let's dive right in. For today, the Storm Prediction Center has placed all of our area under a general risk for thunderstorms. Severe thunderstorms are not expected, but we can't rule out a few strong ones. This is a projected radar for 2 p.m. today, and you can see a few thunderstorms will be possible across the area, mainly southern portions, but a few could sneak north. That time frame for storms should be from about 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. That's when daylight will cause the most heating, and that will be the best opportunity for areas to see some pop-up thunderstorms. Again, no severe storms are expected with these storms today, but a few strong ones cannot be ruled out. Tomorrow, though, looks like it could be a different story. For now, the Storm Prediction Center has placed us in an enhanced risk for severe storms from 12 p.m. to 3 a.m. tomorrow. Tornadoes will be possible, winds up to 70 miles an hour will be possible, and large hail cannot be ruled out. Let's take a deeper look into this. So the SPC has also decided to put us in a hatched area for our tornado risk, in addition to the 10% risk that they put us under for tornadoes, which means a strong tornado EF2 or higher is possible within our area. The wind risk higher across northern portions of the area, but still not zero in southern portions. Really keep an eye out. If we don't get any tornadoes tomorrow, there will still be a substantial risk for severe winds up to 70 miles an hour. Hail risk is also pretty high, especially if we get some supercellular development out ahead of the line, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a few minutes. So when I mentioned supercellular development, this is what I was talking about. This is the HRRR suggesting that we could have some supercells develop out ahead of the line. I'm going to circle that for us. Out ahead of the line tomorrow. And this is projected radar as of 3 p.m. And you really do not want to see those supercells develop. That is when we start to see strong to significant tornadoes. In those supercells is when you really get those EF2, EF3s, EF4s. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but when you have supercells develop ahead of the main line, that does increase that risk. Again, this is 3 p.m., so pretty much anywhere from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. is when those supercells will be possible. So the really concerning part about tomorrow is the fact that the atmosphere will be primed for severe storms. On the left right here, you see surface-based CAPE, which is really an indication of how much energy is in the atmosphere. And on the right, you see SIGTORs, the SIGTOR values, and that really shows us the chances of a strong tornado forming at a given location. And both of those values are really, really high, even for the spring, but especially for December. So that's something to keep in mind. This is nothing to be anxious about, but it's something to process through your mind that, have a plan in place. I need to be prepared. We just want to keep y'all prepared. We don't want to scare y'all. We just want y'all to be prepared. Following the possible round of supercells from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m., there will be a line that will move through the area. And for now, this line could be just as big of a deal as the supercells ahead of it. Usually a line is linear, completely linear, and you don't see any broken segments. And in that case, it's more of a wind threat. But, the HRRR is actually suggesting that this is going to be more of a broken line. So that's sort of something we need to watch and take that into account. Again, not to scare you, just to help you keep in mind. If the HRRR does hold true, I think there's a chance that we could get done with severe storms by 9 p.m. I think that we won't have to stay up all night, won't have to, have a way to get warnings while we're sleeping, which you should have a way to receive warnings while you're sleeping at all times. But tomorrow we might be lucky in the fact that might not be the case. We might not have to have those warnings, while we're all sleeping, while we're all at bed at, 12 o'clock, 1 a.m. As you can see, energy in the atmosphere still present over here as this line moves through, even though supercells typically like to take energy out of the air, take the instability out of the air, and make the atmosphere more stable. That may not be the case. We may get to a point where we have 2 rounds instead of just one round of supercells or 1 round of a line. So I really want to point out that 2 rounds may be possible tomorrow. Again, SIGTOR showing that even a strong tornado would be possible within this line of storms as it moves through. Time frame again, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. with this line. Bottom line for tomorrow: 2 rounds of severe storms likely, 12 p.m. to 3 a.m. We might be able to trim that down. Just have a way to receive warnings. That's all there is. Just don't hesitate when you get a warning. You have a plan in place, you follow that plan, and all will be fine. Now, to the really fun part. Maybe this can ease your anxiety if you have any about the storm system, but on the backside, we snow lovers might get a little surprise. All models are indicating that as this cold air rushes in after this main line moves through, that we could see some snow flurries, at least some snow flurries on the backside of this system. Now, there is a possibility that we could see, some snow showers, or maybe even some light to moderate snow, and that we can receive some accumulations. But right now, that chance is pretty low. But expect some at least snow flurries Sunday afternoon as cold air moves in. And just for fun, here's what some of the models are suggesting that we might see out of that snowfall. You have the NAM right here that's suggesting that some portions of the area receive up to 2 inches of snow. I'm not saying that's going to happen. In fact, it's probably not going to happen, but it's a possibility. The Euro in the middle suggesting that maybe even some portions of our northern area could receive a dusting. And then the GFS on the right showing nothing for our area, just some snow flurries. So keep in mind, it is possible that we could see some minor accumulations on Sunday afternoon from the snow, but it's not likely. But still fun to look at. So just a little review for the weekend. Today, expect a high of 76 degrees, a low of 58, scattered thunderstorms before noon, giving way to clear skies late. Tomorrow, that high of 77 degrees and low of 70 degrees really shows you the likelihood of severe storms beginning at noon, lasting through 3 a.m. We might be able to trim that down. We'll keep an eye out for that. On Sunday, falling temperatures throughout the day. We'll start off with a high of 70 degrees, probably at 12 a.m., and then we'll fall throughout the day. Probably a low of 29 by the end of it. Those temperatures falling very sharply. Very windy as that cold front moves in as well. Possible snow showers in the afternoon. And of course you see Nick Saban in the background. Roll Tide. Today is the day, the national semifinal. Fingers crossed for a Tide win. Good luck to all my Auburn friends. Well, sometimes I forget. Nah, I don't forget. Roll Tide to that. Anyways, stay safe out there. Have a way to receive warnings. Thanks for watching West Alabama Weather.